Witajcie wszyscy in another impromptu session of building a computer. Here we have a 386 SX16. It's going to be downgraded to a 386 SX33. And we're going to downgrade it to an SX16 as per a request. I'm going to just start by turning on the old machine, seeing if everything still works. And I'm going to put this in another case, so everything's hooked up. Let's see what she do. It's got a hard drive in there. All right. 8 megs of RAM. Battery's low. Let's see, do we have an auto detect on here? We do. So I'll hit yes for that. Oh, it's not detected? Okay. That's weird. Let's try that again. A bunch of stuff might be disconnected in here. Anyways, it posts. That's all I'm interested in at this moment. So I'll turn that right off. And get to dismantling it. I'm going to ignore that for now. Literally, if you had called me 15 seconds earlier, I would pick that up. But my weekend of relative ease just turned into suddenly doing brake lines for the rear of my wife's car. Always fun. Always fun. So I'm going to use copper lines. Do that. Anyways, let's get this open. Oh, I wonder why the hard drive wasn't being detected. That's strange. Okay, anyways, it's not a problem for right now. Let's get to dismantling. Maybe if I reseat this card. Sometimes that's all it needs. Check this one more time. Is the battery in fact dead? It might be. There we go. 234 megs. I'm pretty sure the floppy drive works. I'm going to put a boot disk in it. Starting Windows 95. Okay. On a 386 SX. Fantastic. Backpack CD-ROM. I just want to check if the floppy works, so I don't have to take that out if I don't have to. Let me see what we got here. Let's just refocus this to here. A little bit more. Okay. One of these is forcibly going to be a boot disk. Okay, this is a very old boot disk. Actually, this is a 720K boot disk. I mean, I'm sure it'll work, but I'm sure. Oh, there we go. DOS 6.2 boot disk. Okay, I'm pretty sure I have to put it in the BIOS. Is that set up as A? Yes. The boot order. Was it CA maybe? It's AC. Okay. That's strange. Well, let's see if it even reads the A drive first. definitely tries to seek it. Oh, non-system disk or disk error. Okay. Right, this floppy drive has a boot disk in it. Let's try that. Okay, starting DOS. Cool, works. Oh, someone says hi. I'm going to say hello. I don't always look up here. Heli, yes, I can type. Hello. All right, cool. So in case you just joined us, we're downgrading this wonderful 386 to a lesser 386. So we got a good base here. Now the hard drive's in another computer, and quite honestly, I don't feel like taking that apart right now. So I'm just going to do the basic build here. I'm going to take the hard drive out because that's not what's required for this build. So the last video I made about the 386 coming in from FedEx being trashed, I said the hard drive wasn't working. Well, I plugged it into my MMX machine and it booted right up. So I'm going to be keeping that drive. And we're going to be doing a swap of that into whatever this goes into. So we'll keep this beautiful vintage EGA VGA card. I'm going to put that aside. I got half a mind to include that. We'll see. We'll see what's up. I've got a modem in here, 8-bit. Looks like a 4800. Good stuff. And a sound card, which we will be keeping, as the builder of this machine did not want a sound card in it. Who am I to judge? Oh, right, these are bolted in from the bottom. Oh, great. Okay. I'm going to keep the floppy drive. Fairly free now. Disconnect the I/O headers. Let's just put this down here. Okay. All right, it's backed in this way. Okay, whatever. I mean, whatever works. Is there another one there? Wait, what just happened? Oh. I don't know what happened. Okay, so it's your standard SX33 board. Not a bad little thing for, I guess, 1993. And now, I'm going to put this SX16 board in here. And we're going to take out 2 megs of RAM from a total of 4 down to 2. That is what was requested. That is what will be given. Okay, so bank 0 has 2 1 meg sticks. And just what is going on here? What is that? I guess I could just keep that there. Yeah, okay. So some of these clips did get broken in transport, but just use a proper tool here. Okay. I might put that one back in. Yeah, it'll do a better job there than it did elsewhere. But first, ease myself from a stroke. I'm gonna put these things in here. That's actually, can I do that when it's in? I can, because the headers are in such a spot that it will work. The thing I don't like about these full-length boards is exactly what I'm dealing with right now. Yeah, that's stuck there. Okay, great. Can I just cut that off? I think I can cut that off. Perfect. And we got a standoff there. Ah, yes. This one can't be here. The standoff must be removed. I'm going to do the same thing I did to that one. Just cut that bottom end off. Flip it in there. And that's looking pretty decent. Wiggle the board into place. Okay, looks like I have to cut all these off, because this case was designed for different type of screws. Like an XT screws in from the bottom. That can easily be alleviated by cutting these bits off. And it will still hold it to the right clearance. Right. Line it with that, throw a screw in, check the distances, make sure the board isn't warped. Okay, it's in there. And I still have access to the pin headers. Perfect. All right. Oh, except, of course, anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Unscrew that. So one of my power lines is underneath there. Okay. Okay, that's going to be a bit easier to put together now. Interestingly, this board's BIOS version is 4.26. How many BIOS revisions do they have to do to get to that point? I'm just plugging in the power now. Okay, now let me just check this here. It's standing off nicely. It is nice and straight. Very good. There's nothing pinched. All right, let's begin putting the cards in. We'll put the multi-IO in right here since there's already a free slot for it. And I think we'll use the ATI 512K as opposed to this thing. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess for error correctness, I should probably put this in. Yeah. Fine, we'll get an EGA header. And that's it. Now I have to power it up. Oh, and also put this 5 1/4 in. So I'm not going to bother with a hard drive for now. I'm just going to put this in, plug it in, do the floppy seek test, boot from the floppy drive, and we'll call it good for now. Obviously, there's a lot more that needs to be done to this computer, but we'll see how the video goes and how late it goes. Okay, I'm going to situate that right here. Maybe I'll throw one screw in there for good measure, just to keep it from flying around in case I need to move it. I don't think this is the right type of screw. I need one of these. Smaller. M8, I think they're called. There's M8 and M10. I think this floppy takes M8s. Yes, it does. Whatever, just use that screwdriver. Okay, I got the basics in. Power's black to black. This battery may need a charge. I have 2 megs of RAM. This will be for an eventual hard drive that will go there. Let's try to get some of these. Well, let's try to turn it on first. See what happens. At least if that works, I can start plugging, screwing down different things. All right, let's just say black to black. Here we go. All right, let's see. All right, we got a post, and we got 2 megs of RAM. And we got both floppy seeks happening. System memory mismatch, that's fine. Hit F1 to this is an interesting BIOS. Set up system configuration. Look at that. The turbo's off for sure if it's loading that slowly. Diskette A, diskette B, already set up nicely. No drive C. We're good here. Exit. Wow, that's slow. Holy crap. Okay. Well, it's an 8 megahertz system at this point. Boot disk in there. Starting PC DOS. It is booting. It's going to take a long time for this to boot up. In the meantime, let me find my reset switch. Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, I'll put the rest of it together real quick. Screw these cards in. Get some blanks. We're like 3/4 of the way there. these also M8s? Let's try that. Oh yeah, those are M8s. Okay. Or whatever the smaller one happens to be. Where's my bin of screws? This is an M8. So, client didn't want a sound card. Wanted WordPerfect on it. DOS 6, which I have. Gonna have to reformat the hard drive. I'm putting it anyways. It comes from my personal stock, my personal 386. I figured, you know what? I could probably get another 40 meg hard drive before I get around to reconnecting the, recombobulating my own PC. Now let's see how far we can get with that. All right. I don't know what any of this is. This is probably reset. Okay, so this is the power light. I know that much. Key lock, usually it's like the first pin. It goes there. Turbo switch is very likely this one. It's always a 3-pin header. You can set them up two ways, where the turbo pushed in is fast and the turbo pushed out is slow. You can reverse that. I actually like the reverse being true. So when it's out, it's running at full speed, and when it's in, it's running at half speed. It just looks more flush. Turbo LED is here. You guys, I know you guys can't see anything. Neither can I, apparently. Shit. This has got to be reset. That's speaker for sure. Oh, I gotta do some cable management here with some zip ties afterwards. Polarity on the speaker doesn't matter. It's a PC speaker. Although I will be faithful to the little number 1 that's silk screened and put the positive one there. This is for, what is this? Oh, hard drive light? I have the hard drive light connected directly to, so what is this one? Let me try to trace this back. Maybe that's reset. Well, what is this? What's the gray one? Oh, the gray one's key lock. Okay. This is the reset switch. That's key lock. I'm not even going to plug that in. There's no key for here. Reset here. Now, let's see. Did I get it all right the first time by some stretch? Okay, so I have turbo. I have nothing else. And I got a beep, which I think is normal for this motherboard. Nope. So I think I had the key state incorrectly wired. I'm not getting power. What about turbo? Turbo seems to be working. Yeah, okay, that's just a normal beep for the computer. Hey, I'm on. And it's booting a lot faster. Okay, so turbo works. Hard drive, we won't know until we put a hard drive in it. Reset works. So why does power not work? Let me try putting power where the turbo is, just to see if the LED works. I was curious about that. Okay, so the LED works. So it's just a question of the pin header then. No power though, that's a shame. All right, I think to satisfy that, I do have a +5 lead out here. I plugged the LED momentarily into it, and it was like orange, which it didn't like at all. But I could throw a resistor in line. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Okay, all right, so I'll have to just put a resistor in line to bring it down to about 2 volts. I'm not gonna do that now. Key lock, I mean, I'll plug it in, but I don't think it's gonna do much. That's weird. I mean, I don't recall that problem. Oh, wait! It was a problem on this board. The power LED didn't work at all. You know what? What are we doing for time here? 26 minutes. All right, let me see if I can just quickly put this hard drive in here. Came out of the other computer pretty easy. So let's do. I don't like doing this, but at the end of the day, 200 meg hard drive that was in here. It is a Maxter, which, but whatever. I could still put that 80 meg hard drive in. I also know where I can get another 40 meg hard drive, just not now. And now this needs to be assembled. So what I'm going to do is temporarily plug this drive in. I mean, it will become permanent here. Set as cable select for this. Okay, yeah, I remember these. Caviar drives are super finicky with their jumpers. If you have more than one drive in here, I found over the decades that if you just switch the jumper to CS, cable select. Oh, I got a hard drive light. I got some hard drive noise. Okay, but I want to get into the BIOS. I want to boot from the disk. What do I press delete for that? Delete, F2, something. No? Huh. How do I get into the BIOS on DTK? Oh, might be a bad diskette. Okay, that's okay. Escape. Oh, there. Okay, I did something. Setup utility will be started. All right. Oh, I have to move a hard drive around while it's running. I'm going to put it on something. Something non-metallic. This mouse pad. Nicely. Okay. Setup system configuration. See how much faster that is? I kept the date, more or less. Choose item number, fixed disk type C. How many fixed disks? One fixed disk. It's an MFM configuration. It's not, it's IDE, but... Okay, so here we go. This is always weird. Okay, so to select... No, wait. This BIOS, man. One. MFM. Okay, but how do I get down to tab? Use numeric up down and auto select and press escape to exit. I mean, I know I did this before. MFM. Type 1. Oh, okay. Type 1. Can I do other things? MFM. That selects the types. Can I type in 0? I don't even know the speaker's working, which is always nice. How off is this? Very much off. Okay. Type 47. MFM. How on earth do you do this? Press escape to exit, press enter. What if I just do 0? And then do that again? 1. MFM. 47. Enter. Tab page down. I don't know. This one? 2? No. 28. 47. Come on, 47. Cylinders. Nope, not C. I'm just going to push every key until something happens. What? Because once it's encoded, that's it? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, Type 1 drive is a 10 meg drive, so 306,417. 699,717. Okay, so this should be 8 times this. Yeah, that makes sense. So that's the parameters that I put in for the old IBM drive. Which, you know what, for the hell of it, I'm just going to put back in and see what it does. Where is that drive? What a mess. This is what happens when I come back from vacation. And I don't clean up my stuff before I leave. There's got to be a way to do this. 47. Enter. Those are not the cylinder heads and, oh my goodness, escape? Two. 1. 47. Disk D. 0. I have to pick something. Okay. Oh, okay. That's different values. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah, 47. 47 tab. 47 escape. What's today? What are we looking at here? 7. Okay, so 06, 07. 2023. Okay. 7. 1 fixed disc. 1 MFM fixed disc. So what are these values for type 47 and 48? Okay. Why are you letting me do that? 1, 48. Can I tab down? Can I move? All right. Anyways, I'll figure this out. Anyways, whatever. You know what? Let's just put 47 and see what it does. I don't know. Maybe it has an auto detect. 48. I picked 47 and picked 48. Okay. Anyways, excellent. Let's see if it boosts. All right. You gonna boot for me? I don't think it will. Fixed disk controller failure. Yeah, of course it's a fixed disk controller failure. Pre-format hard disk. Set up built-in utility. Set up password. Set up user-defined hard disk type. Wow, that's amazing. Cylinders, 980. Heads, 5. Precompensation, nothing. Landing zone, nothing. Sectors per track, I'm going to just assume it's 17. It is. Okay. But why did you... Okay, so now set up system configuration. Yes, it's 1 hard drive. It's MFM. $985.17. Is that what I put in? 980. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see. Is this all correct? It is. Floppy A and B. 2 megs of RAM. Okay. It didn't like that. 5 heads, 17 sectors. Okay. Why? User defined hard drive. Okay. Cylinder, 980. Head, 5. 0, 0. Sectors per track, 17. Oh, it says 48. Okay. Well, is it 48? Or 47? 985.17. 985.17. Okay. Yeah, that looks about right. So keep it at 48 MFM. Yes. Okay. This cable's not plugged in correctly. It's got this missing piece here, and it looks a bit weird. And almost fails. Try another slot. Also, this is not the original controller that came with it, so that may be an issue. Which I can solve by putting the original controller back in with the original cabling. But let's try another slot first. I don't see why this slot would not accept it, but hey man, this is the Wild West days. One of the troubleshooting tips of this era was just try another slot. All right, it's in there good. We're going to start with the same cable. This time we're going to use the part before the broken pins. still. Okay. Let's try the other controller. With the original cabling. Now this is an IDE controller, but it clearly calls the hard drive a Winchester. We'll use the same floppy cable because we know that works. Just there, we're going to just change the IDE controller on this. Or we're going to use the IDE cable. It could be a cable, and if it is, I'll just throw this into the garbage and go into my stack of IDE cables and grab one because I have a million of them. Okay, let's try this. Alright, the floppy drives are making a sound. No. Okay. Anyways, that's enough for now. I got farther than I should have. What I'm going to do now is put this hard drive, let me just put this back here, put this hard drive into the other machine that I know works and see if the drive doesn't work for some reason. So yeah, I'd say it's a 85% success rate. That is all. Dobranoc.